Americans are forged into sailors, and sailors into leaders.
Imagine a naval warship so advanced that no known weapon can stop it. This is not science fiction, but a reality reportedly achieved by the US Navy. Could this single vessel truly change the rules of maritime warfare forever? The arrival of this revolutionary carrier has already sent shockwaves across the globe, rattling allies and rivals alike. As tensions rise in key strategic regions, the world watches closely. What makes this ship unstoppable? From cutting-edge directed energy weapons to near-limitless power sources, it promises to rewrite naval history. But just how real is this claim, and what does it mean for the future of global security? Evolution of aircraft carriers. For more than 70 years, aircraft carriers have embodied American naval dominance. These vast floating air bases project power across the globe, serving as both deterrent and spearhead in conflicts from World War II to today. Their ability to launch aircraft far from home shores has turned oceans into platforms for American reach, making the carrier a lasting symbol of military strength and innovation. Yet the modern threat landscape is rapidly changing. Hypersonic missiles, stealth submarines, and autonomous drone swarms now challenge the carrier's once assured supremacy. Nations like China, Russia, and Iran employ anti-access and area denial tactics to keep these ships at bay, forcing US strategists to question whether the traditional model can adapt fast enough to remain dominant. Against this backdrop, the Navy's newest carrier arrives as more than a technological upgrade. It is a potential turning point. Unveiled at Norfolk, it represents a revolutionary leap designed to reshape how wars are fought at sea. This vessel aims not merely to deter enemies, but to redefine naval power itself through systems once considered futuristic. Unlike predecessors reliant on sheer size and escort fleets, the new carrier integrates defensive and offensive systems into a cohesive network. Its advanced sensors, electronic warfare tools, and autonomous capabilities make it a smart fortress, capable of operating and surviving in the world's most contested waters. This shift marks a transformation in how the United States conceives and projects maritime force. Still, questions remain about performance in real combat and the reliability of such complex integration. Early reports inspire both excitement and skepticism. What is certain, however, is that this carrier extends the legacy of its predecessors while signaling America's determination to remain at the forefront of naval innovation and to shape the global balance of power for decades to come. This dramatic leap forward in naval defense sets the stage to explore the extraordinary defensive technologies that make this vessel so difficult to counter. Revolutionary defensive technologies. Modern warfare demands defenses that are as dynamic as the threats they face. This new US Navy carrier reportedly wields a generation of military technology unseen before in any warship. At the forefront are directed energy weapons, high-powered lasers capable of destroying incoming drones, missiles, or small boats within seconds. Unlike traditional guns and missile systems, these directed energy weapons require neither conventional ammunition nor lengthy reload times. Their power is tied directly to the ship's massive onboard reactors, making their defensive capabilities effectively limitless during sustained operations. Beyond lasers, the vessel is said to deploy electromagnetic shields in conjunction with artificial intelligence. These sophisticated systems form a digital dome, actively tracking and neutralizing threats ranging from hypersonic missiles traveling at 5 times the speed of sound to coordinated drone swarms. This is a radical departure from traditional defense systems, which rely heavily on human-operated equipment that is limited by reaction times and situational awareness. With AI managing the defenses, the carrier can process threat data and respond instantly, neutralizing attacks faster and more precisely than any human crew ever could. Such advancements have ignited intense debate among military analysts and at international defense forums. If these technologies work as advertised, they could make the ship invulnerable to virtually every known maritime threat. This prospect threatens to undermine decades of investment by other nations in anti-access area denial strategies designed to keep American carriers out of contested waters. As a result, rivals are now forced to reconsider their arsenals and tactical doctrines, potentially resetting the global naval arms competition. This new class of defense is not just about intercepting weapons, but is integrated with electronic warfare capabilities that jam enemy sensors and confuse tracking systems. Advanced hull composites and specially engineered coatings absorb and distort enemy radar signals. These technologies elevate the carrier's survivability by rendering it nearly invisible amidst the chaos of naval combat, making it difficult for adversaries to even target the vessel accurately in the first place. The combined effect is a multi-layered defensive system operating across electromagnetic and kinetic domains. Together, the directed energy weapons, electromagnetic shields, and stealth technologies create a protective fortress, one that is continuously aware of its surroundings thanks to automated surveillance systems extending hundreds of miles in every direction. The carrier essentially becomes a command center in a sprawling digital battle space, detecting threats far before they arrive and systematically eliminating them. This level of situational dominance redefines what it means to be protected at sea. Yet, despite these promising advances, some experts remain cautious. Questions persist about the operational reliability of these systems under combat conditions, as well as their integration with existing fleet assets. However, early demonstrations have already made their mark, triggering a flurry of interest and strategic reassessment worldwide. If this defensive suite is as effective as claimed, it could mark the dawn of a new era where aircraft carriers are truly unstoppable. The next step in understanding this vessel's revolutionary edge lies in its offensive firepower, which combines cutting-edge technology to deliver unprecedented strike capabilities. Next-gen offensive capabilities. Offense has always been a critical role for aircraft carriers, serving as mobile airfields unleashing power on distant targets. This new carrier, however, takes naval firepower to a completely different level with the introduction of electromagnetic railguns. Unlike conventional naval guns that rely on chemical propellants, railguns use powerful magnetic fields to accelerate projectiles to hypersonic speeds. This results in weapons that strike with devastating precision and range, far beyond what traditional missiles or artillery can achieve. Railguns, once a subject of experimental research, are now reportedly operational aboard this vessel, representing a major technological leap. Their ability to fire solid projectiles at several times the speed of sound makes them extremely difficult to defend against. This capability could render many existing ship-to-ship missiles obsolete, as the railgun's velocity reduces enemy reaction time to near zero. The precision and range also allow the carrier to engage targets over vast distances, increasing its offensive reach dramatically. While the railgun captures much of the spotlight, it is only one part of a broader weapons integration. The carrier also employs advanced electromagnetic catapults capable of launching a variety of aircraft, both conventional and stealth drones. These catapults enhance sortie rates and operational flexibility by efficiently deploying crewed and unmanned aircraft. This strengthens the carrier's ability to conduct rapid strikes, surveillance, and air defense without the logistical constraints of traditional steam or hydraulic systems. Complementing kinetic weapons are cyber and electronic warfare capabilities built into the carrier's arsenal. These systems can disrupt enemy communications, radar, and command infrastructure, softening targets before any physical assault. Coordinated drone swarms controlled from the ship's decks extend the offensive reach far beyond the visual horizon. This layered approach ensures the carrier can project power across multiple domains simultaneously, overwhelming adversaries with speed and precision. Together, these offensive systems transform the carrier from a simple launch platform into a formidable strike powerhouse. With railguns and laser weapons working alongside traditional air wings and unmanned assets, it can dominate the battlefield in ways never before possible. This multi-domain offensive capability multiplies the ship's effectiveness, making it a daunting challenge for any adversary to confront. As formidable as its offensive and defensive systems are, the carrier's ability to remain undetected and confuse enemy targeting through stealth and electronic warfare is equally vital, an aspect that will be explored next. Stealth and electronic warfare. Stealth technology is central to the carrier's survivability, going far beyond radar evasion. Advanced hull composites and engineered coatings absorb and distort enemy signals, drastically reducing the ship's detectability. This allows the carrier to virtually disappear across the electromagnetic spectrum. Complementing its physical stealth, powerful electronic countermeasures jam and deceive enemy sensors, creating false targets and masking real movements. Together, these systems make the carrier a ghost on the battlefield, denying adversaries clear situational awareness. Automated surveillance networks extend hundreds of miles, integrating radar, sonar, and electronic intelligence to detect threats early and enable preemptive defense. Acting as a fortified watchtower, the carrier dominates the battle space by confusing and outpacing opponents. While adversaries continue developing countermeasures, the carrier's fusion of stealth and electronic warfare sets a new standard in naval design, creating a layered defense that protects, empowers, and ensures operational freedom. Its next advantage lies in the intelligence driving these systems. AI and integrated command systems. Artificial intelligence serves as the nerve center of this next-generation carrier, linking every sensor, drone, and weapon into a seamless, hyper-responsive system. Unlike traditional command centers limited by human processing, the onboard AI instantly analyzes the battle space, identifies threats, and executes or recommends responses with unmatched speed and precision. This AI network connects drones, submarines, surface ships, and cyber assets, giving commanders a real-time, unified view of sea, air, and digital domains. Such awareness enables rapid adaptation to shifting threats and opportunities. Defensively, AI detects and counters chemical, kinetic, and hypersonic attacks almost autonomously, deploying countermeasures with predictive accuracy that forms a virtual shield. Offensively, it coordinates drone swarms for reconnaissance, disruption, or precision strikes, vastly expanding the carrier's reach while freeing humans for higher-level strategy. AI integration also enhances resilience. If systems fail or are compromised, it swiftly reallocates resources and adjusts tactics to sustain operations. The carrier thus becomes a force multiplier through intelligence and speed, not just firepower. While AI offers transformative advantages, it brings ethical and cybersecurity challenges that demand careful oversight. Still, this AI-driven command architecture marks a profound shift in naval warfare and global strategic balance. Strategic implications worldwide. The introduction of this advanced carrier sends unmistakable ripples through global power dynamics, especially in contested regions where control of sea lanes is critical. From the South China Sea to the Arctic and the Middle East, key maritime flashpoints could be profoundly affected by a vessel described as effectively unstoppable. Its presence alters the calculus for allies and rivals alike, influencing diplomatic postures and military planning. For U.S. allies, the carrier represents renewed confidence in American naval supremacy and deterrence. It reassures partners that the United States remains committed to safeguarding vital sea lanes and countering emerging regional threats. This reassurance can stabilize alliances by demonstrating a consistent ability to project power and uphold mutual security commitments. Conversely, adversaries see the carrier as a formidable warning. Nations heavily invested in anti-access area denial, such as China, Russia, and Iran, now face the prospect that their expensive missile systems, stealth assets, and submarine fleets could be rendered ineffective. The ship's advanced defense and offense undermine these strategies, forcing these rivals to reconsider their military doctrines and develop new countermeasures or face strategic disadvantage. As critical as these strategic ripples are, the carrier's true linchpin is its energy system, which powers and sustains every extraordinary capability aboard. The energy breakthrough and future outlook. Power is the lifeblood of any naval vessel, but this new carrier reportedly breaks all conventional limits by adopting revolutionary energy technology. Traditional aircraft carriers rely on nuclear reactors that, while powerful, have their constraints in output and refueling cycles. Reports suggest this next-generation carrier may use an advanced nuclear reactor or even a compact fusion reactor, long considered the holy grail of energy production. Such a development would grant the vessel near unlimited electrical power, enabling it to operate energy-intensive systems without pause for years at sea. This abundance of power not only keeps defensive lasers, electromagnetic shields, and railguns online indefinitely, but also supports advanced operations that were previously difficult or impossible. Electromagnetic catapults can launch manned aircraft and stealth drones with extreme efficiency, while powerful radar and electronic warfare suites can run at full capacity around the clock without strain. The carrier can also coordinate swarms of autonomous drones extending surveillance and strike capabilities hundreds of miles beyond the horizon, all fueled by this almost inexhaustible energy source. As the world watches, one thing remains clear. Naval warfare is entering an unprecedented new chapter. If you found this deep dive into cutting-edge naval technology fascinating, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more insightful analysis on the future of defense and military innovation. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.